You've never retrofitted a headlight on an e-bike this easily. That's because on many Cube stereo hybrid and reaction hybrid e-bikes, you'll find the corresponding X-Connect socket right in the head tube. This is Cube's own in-house light interface. It's already connected to the motor right from the factory and supplies power to the headlight through it. For you, this means you just have to connect the headlight to the socket and you can start riding right away. I can imagine that in the future this will be installed on many more Cube e-bikes as well. Before we connect the headlight to the X-Connect interface, it's of course recommended to mount the bracket first. You generally have three options for doing this. First, you can mount the whole thing on the handlebar. For this particular purpose, you can use the included stem mount. Second, you can use a universal handlebar mount, for example from Lupine, which allows you to attach the lamp to the side. Or you can get a mount for the fork crown. The headlight can also be mounted there without any problems using the GoPro standard. Depending on the specific place where you want to mount the lamp with the Acid Pro E 150 and 200 headlights, you can adjust how the lamp should be oriented. To do this, you can unscrew the lamp's mount from the headlight's mounting point and use the now movable rotating ring to set whether you want it mounted upside down like this, mounted on the side, or in the classic upright position for fork mounting. In our case, we've opted for mounting it on the stem in a hanging position, so it's integrated for a nice, clean look. When mounting it here, you have to make sure you install the bracket the right way around, so that you can also tilt the lamp accordingly to avoid blinding oncoming traffic. Once you've decided on a position and mounted the bracket, you just attach the X-Connect lamp to the bracket and then connect it to the X-Connect port. Pay attention to the marking on the cable, ensuring it's inserted into the socket facing upwards. Before you tighten everything on the lamp bracket, make sure your lamp is also adjusted correctly and isn't blinding oncoming traffic. I've explained how you can do that in detail in this tutorial. If you've chosen the Acid E Pro 200 high beam lamp like we did, you now just need to mount the high beam button on either side of the handlebar, left or right, whichever side you find most convenient. To do that, just unscrew the clamp and mount the whole thing. Note that it comes in two parts and you can detach the switch from the bracket. If it comes separated in the box, you'll of course need to connect them first and only then screw it on tight. If, contrary to expectations, the lamp doesn't turn on after switching on the e-bike and pressing the light button, my recommendation is to first visit your trusted bike dealer. They should check in the diagnostics to see if the light port is actually enabled. If you have any more questions about installing X-Connect lamps, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll be happy to help you out. If you're now interested in the X-Connect lamps from Acid and Cube, then feel free to check out our shop or watch this video where I've compared the three X-Connect lamps for you. If you still can't get enough of e-bike tips, tricks and news, then subscribe to the channel and give the video a like.